China's People's Liberation Army is building a new command center in Beijing with underground facilities, and Western intelligence agencies think that China is preparing for a large-scale or even nuclear war. India and France have finally completed the negotiations for the 26 Rafale marine fighters worth €7 billion, and the deal will be signed in April during French Defense Minister's India visit. Reports indicate that Boeing will start internal flight trials of Indian Army's Apache helicopters in March 2025, which means it might take another 2 to 3 months before it is handed over to Indian Army. Embraer will showcase its C390 Millennium at the Aero India 2025, while Airbus will showcase its A400M strategic airlifter and A330 multi-role tanker transport. The Indian Army has conducted a major firepower exercise of its 33 Corps, which defends the frontier with China in Sikkim, and the strategically vulnerable Siliguri corridor in the eastern sector. Korea Marine Equipment Association will collaborate with Indian shipyards on joint design and construction of high-technology vessels, technology transfer and modernization of shipyards' production facilities. The Indian Army has released a request for information to identify the prospective global vendors to undertake manufacturing of active protection systems for T-90 tanks under Make in India. Indian Navy will get replacement of the crashed Adani defense-built Dhristi 10 Starliner drone in 6 months. Indian Army's Gajraj Corps has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with IIT Guwahati for the research, design and fabrication of epoxy bamboo-based composites for the construction of bunkers in high-altitude areas. At a time when the Trump administration has asked to prioritize the purchase of American weapon systems, the Indian Air Force faces a strategic dilemma with American fighter jets, primarily due to the potential for the United States to suspend spares and support during conflicts that involve Pakistan or China. The Indian Air Force remains wary of integrating American fighter jets like the F-16, F-15EX or F-A-18 Super Hornet into its fleet, as a potential conflict with either Pakistan or China could trigger US sanctions or a suspension of spare parts, leaving India with grounded aircraft at a critical time. Unlike Russian or indigenous platforms, American fighter jets require a consistent flow of spares and software updates that are controlled by the US government. India's Ministry of Defense has signed a contract with Russia for procurement of Klub-S anti-ship cruise missiles that will significantly augment the combat capabilities of the Indian Navy's Kilo-class submarines. The 300 km range high-performance submarine-based Klub-S missile is designed to engage surface ships and submarines in conditions of intensive enemy fire and electronic countermeasures. After announcing Mazagan Dock Shipbuilders the Project 75I winner to construct all 6 German Type 214 submarines, experts have sparked a debate about the missed opportunities of parallel submarine construction capabilities in the country. Experts have said that Larsen and Toubro should have been allowed to manufacture at least 2 of the 6 submarines under Project 75I that could have delivered several strategic and economic benefits, and developing parallel manufacturing capabilities could accelerate production and prove critical for future programs like Project 76, that aims to build 12 indigenous next-generation conventional submarines. Today's top 3 comments.